Welcome to Oscar Films in 5 Minutes, breaking down the best of the Best Picture nominees. I'm Dan Drake, and in this video, we're looking at Minari, directed by Lee Isaac Chung. What's it about? Is it worthy of Oscar nomination? And most importantly, is it worth your time? Let's put 5 minutes on the clock and a spoiler warning on the screen. Here we go. Minari tells the story of a Korean family that starts a farm in 1980s Arkansas. But don't let that simple slugline fool you. This film is densely packed with meaning. It's one of the richest of the Oscar movies this year. Some of the movie's themes include the American dream, the American immigrant experience, ambition, purpose, family, marriage, faith, generations, culture, and more. I won't be able to unpack all of that in 5 minutes, so I encourage you to just check out this movie for yourself. Stephen Yeun plays Jacob, a chicken sexer, which I didn't even know was a thing, who moves his family to Arkansas in order to start a farm. From frame 1, you can feel the pressure Jacob has put upon himself as he sees himself as the provider for his family. This farm represents the hope for a prosperous monetary future for his family, and many happy generations in a new country. It means proving himself, to his family, and proving that he belongs to this new American community. It also will literally and figuratively ensure his family's survival in the present, as his marriage is on the rocks and, well, they all need to eat. I guess you could say they're planting seeds and putting down roots, hoping to grow in this new land. Huh? And yet, the film is told from the perspective of Jacob's young son, David, played impeccably by Alan S. Kim. David's character and the events of the film are even loosely based on director Lee Isaac Chung's real life, and the authenticity this brings to the story just shines through. Telling the story from David's perspective, paired with the shot compositions, use of natural lighting, and soft color grading give this movie a sense of nostalgia. These very real-life pressures and family tragedies are handled and revealed with delicate care. It's a bit like watching a memory, or even a dream. The best word I can use to describe it is tender. Jacob works hard planting his garden and employs the help of a man named Paul, played by Will Patton. They meet almost every obstacle a farmer can face, including running out of water, having very little money for equipment, having no buyers for their crops, and even a barn fire. In the meantime, David's grandmother plants a garden of her own. The crop is Minari. Minari is a vegetable used in Korean cooking and is a plant that thrives in harsh conditions and actually grows best after another plant has grown and died. This is the perfect symbol and the ultimate literal redemption for their farm. After their barn full of crops burns down, a fire accidentally set by the grandmother, their hopes and dreams going up in flames, they all remember that the grandmother also planted the Minari, the sale of which could keep them in business long enough to start again next season. The fire and the Minari represent their family thriving under harsh conditions, but it also brings closure to all of the major themes and storylines. It saves the farm, it brings the family closer together and allows them to see how much they mean to one another. It gives Jacob confidence and buys him another season to try again, and it shows the grandmother that she serves an essential role in the family. One other symbol I found to be subtle and profound was watching Will Patton carry a cross down a road. Paul carries this cross every Sunday and says that it's his version of church. And as strange as that seems at first, we realize that Jacob works at his garden with the same amount of blind determination, and at times, his effort seems just as futile. What this means to me is that we all have our crosses to bear in life, and that hard work at any new endeavor requires the faith that bearing those crosses will amount to something in the end. Minari is nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Director, Best Screenplay, Best Original Score, and Hair and Makeup. If you liked this video, you can click here for the rest of the Oscar series, or you can click over there to subscribe. And don't forget to check out patron-only exclusives over at our Patreon page. As little as $1 per month gets you instant full access. And look at that, we didn't even need 5 minutes. This has been Oscar Films in well, that amount of time. And this is Dan Drake signing out.